So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
What is your team's home club? How long has your team been together? And how do you think the season's been going so far?
First of all, our home club is the Koe Club in Calgary. This is our first year together as a team, and I think we've shown that. We've shown some really good signs. We've won 2 events this year, lost 2 finals as well. And then, we've had some struggles as well, with some Grand Slam of curling struggles, missing qualification, and we're just been inconsistent, but we feel like we've been on the right track and finding it late in the season, and we feel like we're peaking at the right time.
Do you practice a lot together? Do you have a lot of time together, or is there just a lot of travel involved with this team?
Yeah, that's another thing. Logistics are tough for this team, just to practice together. So, we practice together as much as we can. The thing is that we all play so much, and then Tyler plays doubles on top of it too. So, when we have time to do it, like before this event, we had like a weekend just to practice. We were on the ice for 6 hours every day, and we feel like we got a ton out of that. Feel like we're on the same page, and I think it shows just in our throws and getting them more consistent.
Who coaches your team? Who do you work with professionally?
We picked up Mike Libis just recently to coach our team. So his first event with us was in the Grand Slam in Red Deer. But we know him pretty well. Kev knows him really, really well. And Tyler practiced with him out in Okotoks because he's pretty close to Tyler's house there. So Mike's been a great addition for us. He's a calling presence on the ice. He's an ice maker in Okotoks, so he's always watching the ice. He's telling us what it's going to do and when to expect it, and so that's great to have on our team. And I just think we needed a guy come in and kind of not be scared to ruffle some feathers. It's tough to have tough conversations if it's only the 4 of you. So having somebody to facilitate those conversations for us has been great so far.
Good point. What has become the identity of Team Koe? What do you guys do well, and how are you going to use that to win games this week?
Team Koe is just grinders. I think the start of our season, we were like trailing in 80% of our games, and then and those were the games that we ended up winning. We start a little slow, and then we kind of grind it out. We're a full team, we're a full game team. We play all 10 ends. We haven't really blown anybody out this year, and vice versa. We haven't gotten kicked that much this year. It's just we're we're there for 10 ends. We like to, I guess we like to play as much curling as possible, and yeah, we work hard for our points, and we're very aggressive. So,
good to know. Talking about individual player strengths, this is kind of some more less serious stuff, more of like a meet the team kind of thing. Who would you say is the lead communicator out on the ice, who's really pushing information?
That's, you know, it's weird to say about myself, but I feel like I don't stop talking. Maybe not all of the communication I give is necessary, but I definitely talk the most. I think, you know, all of us are pretty good out there in terms of, you know, staying on top of the ice, but me and Karek for sure are the ones that are, you know, chatting the most, because Kev and Tyler are just like kind of aliens. Like, they just kind of get in the zone and then they don't speak to anybody, but like it works for them, so whatever. But yeah, I would say definitely me and Karek, but I definitely talk the most.
I'm glad I chose you for the interview.
Yeah.
Who can throw the biggest weight on the team?
Holy. You know what? Tyler. I would say Tyler. I wouldn't gotta keep this down, but yeah, he can throw lasers, man. Like every once in a while you'll get one where he has to throw it extra hard, and he's probably throwing 5 seconds flat and it looks comfortable for him. Like, Kev can throw bombs, but it would be a good contest to see who can throw it harder.
It'd be a close 1-2-3 on your team, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Who would you say stays the calmest and most even keel on the ice?
Tyler. Tyler definitely stays the most even keeled. I mean, Kev is Iceman out there too, so there's stuff to say, but I think, you know, Tyler, we were talking about this earlier, he could miss a wide open hit, which has happened maybe once this year. I had to throw that in there, but he can miss one of those or make a triple run double, and he just doesn't do anything. Like, he just kind of walks down the sheet. Me and Mike, our coach, were talking about that today, and it's great to have, because, you know, for me, I wear my emotions on my sleeve, so it's kind of good to have that counterbalance. But I'd say Tyler probably stays the most even keeled.
Okay. What about off the ice? Who would you say is the jokester of the team, who keeps it light?
I don't stop talking, so I probably have to be the jokester of the team. I mean, Kev's got some pretty good one-liners, actually. Like, he's pretty funny when you get him going. But no, everyone's on our team is pretty funny. Actually, our team dynamic is great, and so I mean, again, I talk the most, but everybody's pretty good with cracking jokes. A lot of chirping on this team. Tons of chirping on this team.
Oh no. Who handles the pregame pump-up music?
Karek handles the pregame pump-up music. Guys dialed on that. It's a little bit of everything though. It goes from country to pop to rock, whatever. But he's great. Like, he's a great DJ. Yeah.
Who's usually driving the team vehicle to and from spills or to and from the hotel?
Karek started driving the team vehicle, but our team's a little superstitious, and Kev had a rental in Lloydminster, and then we went on a run in Lloydminster, and so he's been driving ever since. So he drove today, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So,
who's the real foodie on the team who's really concerned about planning the restaurant or snacks?
Oh man, I think Kevin and Karek are probably the more like concerned with the restaurants we pick, and they do a pretty good job. So yeah, I'd say they're both equally. Probably Kev more so, though. Kev likes a good meal.
Finally, last question. What would it mean to this team to wear the blue and gold jacket at the Montana's Bride?
I mean, for the guys, I mean, it would mean everything to them, because they all live here, and for me, you know, I've always looked at Alberta as probably the toughest provincial in Canada. So for me, that would be a great feather in the cap to go into the Bride wearing the blue and gold. And I mean, I grew up watching, you know, Kevin Martin and now Kevin Koe as well wearing the blue and gold, and it's always been associated with success. So, you know, that's to go hand in hand with that and to be put in a record book with legends like that would mean a lot to me too.
Well, thanks very much. Good luck this week.
Thanks.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
New at Asham. Take your game to the next level with the Gushu Ultra Light. Equipped with our world-famous rotator disc system that attaches by Velcro, quickly and easily upgrade and replace your sliding platform. Check out our website at asham.com.
What is your home club? How long has your team been together? Any new players this year?
Our home club is the Airdrie Curling Club in Airdrie, and we've been together for 2 years, and the whole team is the same.
Yeah, awesome. And do you players live in the same area, or do you travel to play together?
Yeah, there's 2 of us in Airdrie, 1 in Calgary and 1 in Red Deer. Yeah.
Who coaches your team, and what strengths do they bring?
Mickey Pendergast is our coach, and he brings a wealth of strengths to our team, lots of experience and knowledge, and knows the game really well.
What has become the identity of Team Sluchinski? What do you guys do well, and how will you use that to win games this week?
Our identity is never give up. We just grind it out till the end. Yeah.
All right. Talking about some individual player strengths, these are kind of less serious. Who would you say is the lead communicator on the ice? Who's really pushing information, wake calls, that kind of thing?
Kerr, our second, is probably the loudest guy out there. He throws his weight around a little bit, and yeah.
Good. Speaking of weight, who can throw the biggest weight on the team?
Kerr as well. Yeah, he can whip them pretty good.
Who would you say stays the calmest, most even keel on the ice?
I'd love to say me. I mean, when you got to draw the pin for the win or something, you got to be pretty even keel, so I can usually stay pretty calm out there.
What about off the ice? Who would you say is the jokester of the team who keeps it light?
Kerr. Yeah, he's always got something funny to say. Yeah.
Who handles the pregame pump-up music?
Dylan, but it's horrible.
But it might be up for review then.
Yeah.
Who's usually driving the team vehicle to and from Spiels or to and from the hotel?
I'd say Dylan's probably our primary driver, and I'd be our secondary. The other 2 never drive.
Lucky them.
Yeah.
Who'd you say is the real foodie on the team? Who's really concerned about planning restaurants or snacks?
Dylan. Dylan always needs to eat. He's got to feed those guns he's got going.
All right, finally, last question. What would it mean to you to wear the blue and gold jacket at the Montana's Brier?
It would mean a lot. I've been in this thing. This is the 11th try, so it'd be nice to win one of these and get to the Brier for sure.
Well, good luck this week. Thanks for the interview.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Very good.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
New at Asham. Whether you're in the hack or kicking back, live it in style in the new Throwin' Stones line exclusively by Asham. Curling is more than a sport, it's a lifestyle. Check out our website at asham.com.
And welcome to Hinton, Alberta. It's Saturday night playoff weekend in Hinton at the Bill Thomson Arena. We've got a good matchup tonight in the 1-2 game. Kevin Koe's team will be taking on Aaron Sluchinski in a battle to see who advances to the final on Sunday, tomorrow. And introducing Kevin Koe's team, coming in with a 42-21 record this year. Lead Kark Martin, second Jacques Gauthier, third Tyler Tardy, and the skip Kevin Koe. And going up against them, Aaron Sluchinski's rink, 36 wins, 23 losses this year. And they're starting out without Hammer. Lead Dylan Webster, Kerr Drummond playing second, Jeremy Hardy at third, and Aaron Sluchinski is the skip. And you're looking at a real good matchup here. And I'm here with Danielle Schmiemann, your 2024 Alberta Provincial Champion on the ladies' side. How are you doing, Danielle?
Good, thanks. How are you doing, Darren?
Oh, I'm excited for this game.
Ready for a good night of curling.
Yeah. I've been watching quite a bit here, and I'm really curious to see, if anyone can really put up a lot of resistance to this Koe rink. They've kind of rolled through things so far. They have a sparkling 3-0 record, but get this, Danielle, points for per game, almost 11.
Wow.
And points against around 2.5. So
that's a big difference, yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think Aaron Sluchinski's rink needs to do tonight to make this a game that goes to the 10th end?
Yeah, I think there's a couple things. The first one, I was thinking about it earlier. In terms of a key matchup, I think the positions you're going to want to pay attention to tonight is at third with Jeremy Hardy versus Tyler Tardy. Jeremy's been good this week, but not as good as I've seen. And I think if he can set Aaron up for some easier shots this game, that's going to put them in a bit of a better position. If Aaron can be looking at easier shots as opposed to hard ones the whole game. And I think that the other thing for a Sluchinski team as a whole is if they can take advantage of the very few misses that they're going to get from Team Kevin Koe, that'll go a long ways in making this a close game.
I completely agree. From what I'm seeing, it's just that little bit of precision on those shots where you do get half a break, and you can really put the screws to them. You gotta be precise with that shot.
You're not going to get a lot of misses, so when you do, that's take full advantage of them tonight.
This will be interesting. We'll have to look at that third matchup as the night goes on. Now throwing lead for Sluchinski, Dylan Webster, and he's a solid player. He's been solid this week, and he's going to need to be on his game to set up the ends as well.
Yeah, there's really no room for error in the lead position at this level. Everyone is so good, so it is hard to set yourself apart, but both of these leads have been really consistent all week, so I think we'll see some pretty even numbers across the board from the two of them.
Yeah. Control. Okay. Might move up here, right?
What about you, Darren? What do you think Kevin Koe's key to keeping on a roll this evening is?
Well, I think, you know, when they're definitive and, you know, they're really communicating well, that's when they're at their best. And, you know, you're seeing them really come together as a team. And I think with them, you know, they are the favorites. If they come out and execute their best game, they know they're going to have a good chance to win. So, you know, pretty much just being solid and making it hard on Aaron's team to get comfortable.
Yeah, I had actually written that down to the communication on Team Koe's side of things. I watched the game that they played against Karsten in the A qualifier, and things seemed a little tense and a little jumpy early in terms of communication. So I'm interested to see if they can slow things down and just have some good, solid communication to start this game out.
I noticed that sometimes they don't want to like do nothing to a rock, so they'll start carving before they get a call.
Mm-hmm.
And that sometimes can be a source of friction, so to speak. But they'll figure it out. And these guys, you know, they're used to that intense. I mean, all competitive athletes are used to that intense emotional.
Oh yeah, these are the games they've been waiting for all week. This is what they live for. So it's their time to shine.
Jacques Gauthier with that Manitoba talk. Something of beauty.
Curl.
There's a good shot from Jacques.
Little routine double for Jacques, for him anyway. That's a pretty flat double there.
Yeah, nice to make those in the first end. You usually don't throw a lot of hit weight in practice. I watched their practice. They threw mostly draws. So to be able to come out and throw a solid double in the first end is always a nice way to get things started.
And last night, I wonder how Kerr's shoulder feels today. I'm sure
I heard you guys highlight. You gave his shoulder moment of the game or moments of the game yesterday.
I'm sure he enjoyed a beer after that game.
Head down to the original 16 lounge and grab one of those after the game. Team Koe started with that really tight corner guard to start the end. Haven't really had a chance to use it yet.
Right now, nobody's going to take much risk here. Unless somebody makes a big, perfect roll, we're probably looking at a good chance of a blank.
Have you been noticing this week of most of the teams keeping the first few ends open, or have we seen a little bit more aggressive play in these early ends?
Last night, there was a lot of aggression early on both sides, and it actually surprised me. The games I watched before that were generally like this in the first end. I mean, if this shot's made, then it is a one-way ticket to blanks. So.
Yeah, that was a nice roll from Jacques there, forcing the run back here from Jeremy Hardy.
Back it up. Hard. Back it up. Come on. Whoa. Hard. Yep. Hard. Right up.
Good throw, a little bit of an unfortunate result to dead jam it on the back there. That's tough to do. That's tough to call those.
It's like back four. T-line. T-line back four.
I got a 16 on there. It's basically dead T. So.
Somebody just same speed as practice?
Yeah, 16 dead T. A beautiful fast surface here in Hinton. There's a little bit more curl now. It's quite a good amount of curl on a draw.
Yeah, that is lightning fast for draw weight. I'm sure these guys have adjusted to that by now, but not something I would guess that they're used to for T-line weight, 16 seconds.
Gotta go.
Right back here.
I always found anything over about 15 and a quarter, 15.5, and it was just a different kick. You just kind of fall out of the hack.
Yeah.
You're sliding for so long, and a lot goes through your head in that amount of time.
Too much time for thinking in that situation. I actually heard Dylan talking in Sluchinski's pregame practice. They do split Aaron. They do time his kicks. And they were getting 460 for his backline to hogline split times, which is an insanely slow kick time. Dylan said he's never seen that slow of a kick from Aaron. So just an example of how fast it is to get started this evening.
A lot can happen in 4.6 seconds.
Good weight.
Just looking for the nose hit here, or are they trying to roll to center?
I think they're trying to roll to the middle.
Try and group those stones a little bit closer together.
Big hold by Dylan here. Oh, and a kiss, and now we've got a problem for Team Sluchinski here. Two rocks spread across the rings, and now where do you put this third one? Danielle, is a 3 possible here?
I mean, it's getting late enough in the end. We've only got 2 Sluchinski stones left to get rid of or make at least one double here at some point. Kevin just trying to figure out where can we put this third one to make Aaron's double as hard as possible. Keep the 3 alive.
Yeah, there will always be a double somewhere. But.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and go wide to the wing and make Aaron look at some fresh ice if he decides to play a double off of this one that Tyler's throwing. First things first, got to put this one in a good spot.
You got room.
Good chance for Tyler to get his draw weight early.
Just in front of the tee. Line's good. Take a look. Play the weight. Right here. Got a little bit of room. Doesn't look heavy. All right, go. Curl 2. Curl 2. Curl 2. Keep going, Cock. Keep going. Curl. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Get it over there. Get it over. Go.
Shot. Sweet, guys.
Well placed. A good shot there. Nose double still available. They would have wanted that to curl half rock more.
Yeah, really great weight. You could tell they were hoping for a little bit more curl, but not a gimme double by any means, although Aaron's been pretty consistent with these from what I've seen all week so far.
Aaron Sluchinski. A little bit of damage control here.
Yep. Hard! 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 Go. Yeah.
Does miss the double at the back, but rolls to not a bad spot.
Yeah.
They've got to be careful. Like, nose is triple territory.
Mm-hmm.
Got to get out of that. I mean, even if you just roll anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere to the right side as we're looking at it.
Nose hit is not preferable here.
He was on that spot all the way and it backed off if anything.
We're starting to see, even compared to last night, a little bit of those characteristics that we saw earlier in the week with the straighter hits. Still nice curl on the draws.
Yeah, pretty typical with adding that little bit more weight that things have started to straighten out now. See if Kevin can roll this one towards the middle. Keep the 3 alive.
Good board.
Almost control.
Off it. Curl.
Early concern.
Curl. Straight. Whoa. Straight. Up. Yes. Hard. No roll. Sits.
Good shot, Kev.
Rolls into a pretty good spot. You know, you can really feel the intensity tonight, Danielle. An open nose hit and the concern and the emotions, and, you know, they were very intense on that shot. Just goes to show you what's on the line tonight. a trip to the final. And that's a huge buy, a little sleep in tomorrow morning.
Yeah, these guys know what's on the line for tonight. What do you prefer? If you knew you were going to win the semi, buy to the final or go through the semi?
Give me all the games.
More games, the better.
Hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
He's close to the double for sure. Where is he going?
Where's he going to roll?
Oh. Very good try. If they could have just hit that shot a hair thicker. You might have rolled in.
Might have rolled and stayed in front of it. Yeah. Good throw from Aaron, though, to get rid of 2, though. Limit the damage here in the first end.
It's a 10-end game. Deuce is not too bad. 3 is rough. Deuce isn't too bad. Now on this shot, we're looking for button weight, not just house weight. Right, Danielle?
Yeah, you'll see the sweepers on this one try and be pretty precise with it. Give Kevin a good feel for his T-line weight right here in the first end.
Line's good. Yeah. Curling a hair.
It's a little tight line.
Take a look at our timer on the side here, see what this clocks in at.
15-3.
15 and a half should be plenty there.
You're ready.
And here we go, an early deuce for Team Koe. Can Sluchinski stay in this thing and get a deuce back? We'll see coming up.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
New at Asham. Take your game to the next level with the Gushu Ultra Light. Equipped with our world-famous rotator disc system that attaches by Velcro, quickly and easily upgrade and replace your sliding platform. Check out our website at asham.com.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
And we're back in Hinton, second end. Koe with an early deuce. Danielle, is Sluchinski in trouble right now? Is this something to be concerned about?
I mean, I don't think anyone loves giving up 2 in the first end, but there's an end to give it up. It's probably the first, and you got your feet underneath you, and I don't think they're too concerned. A deuce back in 2 here goes a long way to keeping this game going forward.
Back for it. Fighting for it.
No, low them. Just right here.
Everyone who's curled a fair bit at any level will tell you that things do happen, and you know, you can never count anything out in this sport, especially with 9 ends left to go. This is still a, you know, in my mind, almost a coin toss. But what I want to see here is if I'm Team Sluchinski, is just some precision, getting some rocks in the right spot, getting a little momentum, and feeling good about ourselves going forward this game.
D-line.
Yeah, a lot of open shots in the first end for them, so probably going to have to throw a few more precise draws and taps in this end.
No.
Line's good. Wait's
No,
good.
no. Just care. Just nice.
Nice.
Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Nice.
There's a nice pair from Dylan Webster.
Yep. Kevin's going to just go right on top of it. Some teams, depending, it's probably because that other rock's in the back, but a lot of teams will throw up a tight guard here.
Yeah, I've seen more and more teams playing to the corner, especially if their first rock is not in a great spot. Their third one, instead of stacking in the middle, will chase the play around this corner guard. This is a pretty precise shot, though.
Line's perfect.
Just dead freeze. No.
Oh, that rock did not finish too hard there.
No, they liked the weight for the most part, but not getting the same curl with that as Dylan did on his.
Deal with that, yeah.
I would watch if there are any out turns thrown around the middle 12-foot with draw weight, maybe edge 12-foot ice. You might see some curl there.
Yeah, based on how straight that one ran.
Good weight.
Little bit of an opening here.
Clean.
Little big.
Yep.
Little
Hard.
big.
Hard. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard. 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 Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Yep.
And Kerr drumming with a beautiful roll. And that's sort of what I was talking about in the first end there, Danielle. When you do get a half a mistake,
Yep.
make that shot, put some pressure on them.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need after you're not even a full miss, but a half miss from Team Koe, taking full advantage of that. That's a great roll from Kerr there.
Lots of danger on the run here. Anything slightly high could be plug, and maybe 10 minutes of misery for Team Koe.
That was my first thought.
Yeah. Just shade high.
Can we jam it or no?
Oh, we need to get a time on this one.
Or no?
I don't know. Don't worry about it.
I feel like we're going to see a bomb here.
Shade high, get rid of the garden.
Jock can throw it pretty hard. That Manitoba tuck comes in handy when it comes to throwing the extra weight.
I'll see if I can get one here. Jock. Here we go. Just a smooth heater, nothing crazy.
Right off. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh, and that's 6'5". 6'5".
Tough to do that with 6'5", yeah.
It was a beautiful throw, and that just goes to show you those runbacks, like we talked about with just slightly high there, Danielle. A little bit of cleanup to do.
Yeah, I didn't miss by much. They were trying to hit it high, but just a little bit higher than that.
Still though, lots of rocks and some groupings, so they'll have opportunities to get rid of them.
Good weight.
Yep.
Yep.
Hard.
Nose hit here from Kerr.
Hard.
Nice to be able to keep another yellow one in the rings here.
No, we don't need to roll it. It's good. Nice shot. I just didn't want to leave them like a triple and roll over on top.
Yeah, I agree. I like that.
Is there, Danielle, am I just dreaming here? Is there quad?
Run here. Came up a hair.
Is it like
right on the nose, you thinking?
A hair low, like just a hair low, or maybe pretty close to nose.
It's probably the guy you want throwing it if that's the case.
We could see some rocks spill here.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Girl. Hard curl.
Good.
Oh.
Not a bad result. Shooter sticks in a good place too, actually.
Smart throw by Tyler there. Keep the shooter up there. It's a nuisance for Team Sluchinski.
Forward.
Yeah, looks like Aaron is going to deal with it, yeah.
The problem is everything's grouped on that one side. Would you ever just split the rings here? Probably
I know,
not.
I am a little surprised that he's chasing it right now. It is kind of protecting their one yellow, even though it is a short run back for Koe.
Well then, definitely heavy.
Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Curl. Whoa.
Curl.
Whoa, whoa, curl, curl,
Curl. Curl. Sit.
They lose the shooter, and that could be that's trouble. That's going to be a double opportunity if they want
How much
it.
room you got?
That out-turn path
probably
seems like it's been a little bit hard to read this end. We've seen some line calls
Thin.
where they're not
Canada too
100%
thin.
sure and end up either losing it or it doesn't curl up enough at the end.
How thin is it?
On the intern going around the
Just
corner
about
guard,
it's
there was a little
impossible to
bit
hit
of
it too thin.
weirdness there too. There may be a little ridge there, a little spot.
Third is too thick. Go, bud. Go, go.
So they've left Tyler another double here. Chance to get out of trouble for Team Koe.
Lead. Lead. Curl. Curl. Lead. Curl, curl, curl.
And Tyler Tardy with a nice double. Spin out, still a corner guard to work with there for Sluchinski. Now
It was, 16.
they'll try and tuck one around there, but all of a sudden, all the rocks are gone.
Yeah, we went from 4 yellows to none in the matter of a couple shots there. That rollout from Jeremy, a big miss in my opinion.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Well, and that
Line's
combined
good,
with
close.
2
Yep.
really
Yep.
good makes by Tyler.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, whoa,
the right.
whoa, 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 whoa.
It looks a little big. And that sneaks through the rings, so yeah.
That's a 15-2 also with no sweep. Easily through the house.
Do you try to mess around under that guard, Danielle, or do you just go to the open and say, let's blank this end?
There's 4 teams in the top.
Well, or do this.
I was going to say, or he'll just peel the corner and
Yeah.
try again next end. Let Sluchinski try again next end.
He's right. They don't travel. Just rip it out.
So get rid of the guard, lose your shooter. Looking like we're heading towards a blank.
Kevin Koe out, turn half a rock. I think he's probably going to make this shot. Clean it up, boys.
You're good. You're good.
Half a stone.
You're good.
And the sun will come up tomorrow. And
No
Kevin
problem.
Will yeah. I've seen that. I've seen that a
A
lot.
time or two, yeah. Time or two. Well, while we're waiting for this end to finish up, nothing crazy exciting. You might as well head to the Curling Alberta website and pick up your 50-50 ticket for today. I just checked the jackpot before we started the game, and it was just over $7,000, I believe. So pretty good pot for today, and I'm sure it will we'll keep you updated. It'll keep growing as we go. Those proceeds from the 50-50 going to the Hinton Curling Club to help with their repairs after their chiller went down this year. And Darren, with you being a nice maker, I'm sure you can speak to the process that they have had to go through to get that back up and running.
Yeah. It's devastating to lose a piece of equipment like that, and then, you know, in the middle of a season. And the curling clubs, most curling clubs don't have that kind of money laying around to incur a cost like that immediately. You know, well-managed curling clubs will have a plan to save up for one, but when it happens suddenly like that, it's a bit of a disaster. So Hinton Curling Club needs this these funds to get back running, and I wish them all the best. We need curling in our communities in Alberta.
Yeah, it sounds like the community here in Hinton has really stepped up to try and help as much as possible with those repairs. But we'd love to be able to give them as much as possible. So you can head on over curlingalberta.ca/5050, snag a 50/50 ticket. I believe the winners are drawn at around 10 p.m. tonight.
Yep.
And Aaron Sluchinski on the off-ramp to Blanksville. Two nothing going into the third. Everyone grab an 016.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Curling Alberta's 50/50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Light up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at Letterlands.com.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Thank you to the local sponsors in Hinton supporting the 2024 Boston Pizza Cup presented by Best Western. Thank you to Diamond sponsors Tourmaline, Tech, and Reynaldi & Sons Contracting Limited.
Welcome back. Third end action. Koe 2, Sluchinski 0, Sluchinski with the hammer. Danielle, do you think because this is an odd end, Sluchinski might pull the reins back a little bit?
Yeah, you and I were just chatting about that in the break. Do they go hard for their deuce ascend or try and blank this one out and go for it in 4? I kind of think that Sluchinski will take the mindset that, you know, we don't want to waste too much time. Let's get our deuce back as quick as possible and try and go hard for 2 in this end.
Yeah, one of the things, if you look at if you look at the season stats for Team Sluchinski, their hammer efficiency is 36%, which isn't awful, but it's not an elite number.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have to try and convert some deuces to win this game, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice shot. Good. Okay.
Top 8.
The wing, that's the same in this pass, you think?
You know, I don't think Kevin Koe gets enough credit for his game calling. It's just so hard to get get him in trouble and keep him in trouble. He just knows how to control an end so that he's got something when he needs it.
Top 8.
Yeah, I think his ability to decide when to bail and get out of an end is fantastic, and he's got the players and the hitting ability to do that, or let's say you need to pull out a clutch freeze to get out of an end, they've got that too. So I think his decision making and when to pull the trigger or try and get out of things is he's very smart in that regard.
I think it's incredible that how many different teammates he's had over the years all different styles of players, all different types of people, like from one end to the other.
Yeah.
And Kevin he always is amazing. Doesn't matter who he curls with. I think it shows his leadership ability. It's a very quiet, understated leadership, but he is an excellent teammate, an excellent leader, and then it helps that he's one of the greatest shot makers to ever play the game. So
absolutely, yeah.
I've always loved watching him. I loved playing against him. I didn't like what he did to me sometimes. But he is a legend, a living curling legend, Kevin Koe.
Absolutely. We always talk about how there's so much talent in Alberta and a lot of talent that people don't get to see because they've been up against the Kevin Koes and the Kevin Martins and the Randy Furbies for years and years and years. And I love this event because it does showcase all the younger players or the players that we don't get to see as much and the depth of talent in Alberta.
It was a hairline.
Well, Danielle, even in my career, I was in my mid-30s by the time I even got a sniff to make it to the Brier.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's a lot of really good curlers in Alberta over the years that can say that. They are very talented, but you've got a long list of champions out of Alberta. And it's a hard province to win, very tough.
Good shot.
I know that Sluchinski is sitting in not a bad spot to grab that final wild card berth should they not win this week. I know a couple things have to go in their favor, but I'm not sure if that would be in the back of their minds yet. I know that winning is definitely first and foremost, but they do still have a chance at that last wild card spot.
Nice spot here.
And well deserved. They've had a great season. They've been up near the top of the CTRS all season. Team Sluchinski with a masterful season thus far. Looking to put the cherry on top, so to speak. And get
they played a ton this year. I think partly to set themselves up for this position should they not win provincials to have a crack at that wild card spot. I think they played more than any other team on tour this year.
This guy on the wrong side of that line, eh?
Now this is an error here.
7-8.
Can't get under.
They were trying to run that or tap that back.
Stick around somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the far roll.
What do you like?
Yeah, just chip it over, lose their shooter. They did keep the raised one in the house, so Kevin is electing to go after it.
Still some time to scramble out of the force here for Aaron.
Just
Whoa! Curl! Whoa! Curl!
See.
Whoa! Whoa!
That's good. Good shot.
Karik was not a believer in the curl call there. It took a while to get the guy going, and he did eventually go and rolls edge on
A
edge.
couple inches that way. Yeah.
I find with these top male sweepers, as a line caller, you do have to be sure that that's what you want when you call them on, because once they get going, once they're on the curler, once they're holding it straight, it's hard to tone it back quick enough if you overdo it.
Yeah, and the sweepers know that too. Like Clark knows what he can do to it.
Yeah, you can tell he's like, "Are you sure? Are you sure?"
Yep. Whoa! Curl. Nice throw. That's good.
Working their way back up the house here at some point. I wonder if they're forced to try and throw that run double to get out of this.
Yeah,
I wonder if you see Tyler knows this one, if Jared will take a crack at it. It looks like they are trying to roll wide to the 12 foot so that he doesn't have the easy run back double.
We trying for nose?
I think you're trying this, and even if you roll out, you're okay. Try and just hang it on.
Kevin doesn't want to stay there. He doesn't want to give him the opportunity to plug one buried, like leave a pocket.
Yeah, but I can hold it.
He's not going to get sucked into that. And that's frustrating frustrating as an opponent. Why can't I trick the guy?
He's been around too long for that.
Just forward. A little down.
Oh, curl, 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 curl.
Can they hold it in? Yes, actually they hold it for a nose. So are we going to see this run double?
Yeah,
I think we
looks
are.
like it. This is a big shot for Jeremy here.
Just a shade low. Yeah.
And Jeremy Hardy with a pivotal shot in the third end, his last stone. This is a big one.
Wait.
Curl, curl.
Yep.
Curl. Straight.
Curl, 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 curl.
Oh, and that's such a bad break. He hits it right where he wants to. Almost goes through a hole that wasn't even there.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough break for Jeremy there. It looked like a good throw. You could tell they were kind of playing with it the whole way down.
It's just bad luck. Jeremy deserved a better result. The team deserved a better result. But do not get it and chip the rock to the top of the button, and the in-turn path is shut down. Danielle, this is not good for Sluchinski.
Yeah, you're going to see Koe put a guard up on this one. Like you said, his in-turn draw path right now is not really there, pretty tight.
You don't have to be tight.
What a dog's breakfast for Sluchinski.
Sweep for 2/3.
Two-thirds depth, it sounds like, not too tight. They're dead guarding the one on the forefoot here.
Kevin Koe trying to put the pressure on Aaron. Ramp up the pressure here with the great guard.
Line's good. Line's good. We're tight.
We're tight.
Line's perfect.
Hold it.
Get off the sit line. Right the end. Okay, that's fine if it's sit. Sit.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
That rock ends up in a good spot for Sluchinski, actually. I think the triple might be there, Danielle.
Thick half, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like for sure the double on the side here. See what happens to the one that you make contact in the forefoot. And you'll be mostly buried behind that corner guard if you can make this top double here.
That's quite a miscue for Team Koe. You can see Kevin looking at the stands, thinking to himself, how did the rock end up there?
Yeah, that's a lot deeper than they were intending to be.
And Aaron Sluchinski looking for another key shot.
Curl. Nice.
And makes the triple.
What a great
sticks it under the guard. And now Kevin Koe's on his in-turn, I think, throwing a run back. Did you see that coming, Danielle?
You can't leave Aaron those. I feel like we've seen that this week.
Aaron Sluchinski says, not today. And the triple buried. That could be our moment of the game. You never know.
Yeah, keep it in mind.
Yep. Hard! Whoa! Attaboy!
And we're off to Blanksville. But what a wonderful end to watch. That was exciting. Great curling.
I should have told him.
Yeah, a couple of great shots there.
A couple misses, but that's what makes it so fun to watch. You get a couple little mistakes and crazy things happen. And what a wacky end on a Saturday night in Hinton.
Tyler, I'll get you to call it. First one.
Yeah.
We'll be back with fourth end action.
Good time on that one.
Need extra space? We rocket storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
New at Asham. Whether you're in the hack or kicking back, live it in style in the new Throwin' Stones line exclusively by Asham. Curling is more than a sport, it's a lifestyle. Check out our website at asham.com.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Thank you to the local Platinum and Gold sponsors, Sniper, 24/7 Compression, Quadra, Octane Controls Limited, Ascend, Wild Hay Oilfield Services Limited, Stitch and Print, and Sound Scaffolding.
It's like riding a bike too slow.
And welcome back to Hinton, Bill Thomson Arena for fourth end action. And Danielle, that was a crazy blank last end. Now we're in even ends. I think you can expect Sluchinski to push a little bit here.
Yeah, if they weren't already in the last end, I think we'll see them go pretty hard for their deuce here.
So guess what, Danielle? I am absolutely honored and privileged to have Sheldon Hay with us this end. The legendary Sheldon Hay. And Sheldon is instrumental in Boston Pizza's involvement with this event. Welcome to the broadcast, Sheldon.
Hey guys, thanks to have me back again. I'm very happy to be here.
So we've got typical setup here. Sheldon, what are you seeing in this game so far?
Well, that was an unbelievable hit by Aaron there. Yeah, it was I didn't see a blank coming in that end.
No, when he was throwing the guard on that rock top button, I thought no way there'd ever be a blank. But
that looked like a molding special.
I've always gotten excited over shots like that, Sheldon. You know that.
I've seen that.
Gotta go line.
Line's good.
No, gotta go line. Okay. You gotta go.
No, not even. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Whoa.
Big scrub.
I think it's been pretty exciting watching Aaron come up through the years and finally be here in one of the big games. Well, not finally in a big game, but just he's really matured, and it's great to see him where he is now.
Yeah, he's put in a lot of work in the last couple of years to get to where he is now. He's always been talented, but he's really put his mind to it the last couple of years, and it's showing for sure.
Well, I mean,
our Boston Pizza Leduc sponsored a spiel at the beginning of the year in August in Leduc, and Aaron's team was in that, and they took an early win this year in that, and starting in August already.
Aaron Sluchinski is sort of, everything looks effortless out there, and I know he does try, but when you watch him, it looks so easy. Sometimes that would frustrate me, because how can you be so good and it just looks that easy? Aaron is, yeah, you're right. He's been in a lot of provincials, Sheldon. And how long have you been involved, and Boston Pizza been involved with this event?
So Boston Pizza, I believe, started in 1995. So I think this is our 29th year involved. And then I personally started my role with Boston Pizza in this event in 2017 in Westlock. And that might have been your first year I saw you in provincials as well.
That's right. I still describe, you know, that is one of my favorite curling memories in Westlock there, Sheldon, and it was special. And that is, you know, when you associate with a brand like Boston Pizza, and it's such a stable sponsor and such a friend of curling in Alberta and around Canada. It's a great thing, and to have a guy like you, Sheldon, who you come to the events and enjoy the events, and you know all the curlers and they all know you. It's a great relationship.
Yeah, thanks. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I definitely don't think that your presence at the events goes unnoticed or undervalued. Have you been in Hinton all week this week?
Yeah. Well, we went to the Oiler game on Tuesday, so we were traveling, had a traveling day Wednesday, and we've been here since Thursday, and I'll be here for the rest of the week.
And what's the atmosphere been like in the arena?
Pretty good, pretty electric. A lot of fans here. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. A lot of the players have told me it's the best event they've ever been to, so pretty exciting this week.
And did you see that? A double hit and roll. You rarely see rocks act that way, and they shook them up like a Yahtzee can. And we've got a chance to sit too for Koe rank. Do you see a deuce setting up here at all, Danielle?
I'm surprised to see Aaron still hitting as much as he has for this end. I mean, there have been a lot of Koe stones to deal with, but I'm surprised we haven't seen some more taps or freezes or soft weight stuff to try and keep some rocks in the house. Not seeing a deuce quite yet. If Jeremy can make a good freeze here, maybe. Looks like they're still just going to chase after the double and keep things a little bit more on the open side. But I am surprised to see this.
Well, Aaron just gave him the green light for a peel waiter here. Let's get a clock on this one. Here we go.
Yep. Hard. Keep hard. Roll it over. Roll it over.
7 flat, trying for the roll over there with the scrub, not quite. An opportunity for Koe here to spread the rings out, and could be in forced territory here.
You have your hair full on me. Thread good. Okay. Same weight, though.
So Sheldon, are you still curling? I know you've been curling in league play over the years. Do you have a team going this year?
Yeah, we're still curling at the Thistle this year. I've got Mike Herrick is my third, and Nate Hay curling with me, and Lance Warner.
Are you skipping, Sheldon?
I'm skipping, yeah.
How's the squad doing this year?
That's fine.
We started off rough, but we won our preliminary round in the playoffs, so we got back up in the A, and so we're in the A playoffs now.
So you scraped into the playoffs, and now you're still in there battling.
That's right.
Sluchinski's still here with a chance to escape with a blank.
Hard.
Are they rolling on top of the other Koe stone?
It looks like it.
Hard.
Well, a little bit, you know, what I'm seeing on some of Jeremy's stones tonight is early sweep. And I don't know if it's a little bit down on the weight or a little bit tight on the line, but a lot of scrubs right out of the hand. if Jeremy can identify that, they can maybe get into the middle of the margin a little more and get some better results.
Yeah, he's been really close on just about everything he's thrown, but seems to be just on the wrong side on just about every shot so far.
Now, Kevin, he'll try and spread these out. Sluchinski will have one chance at a double. If not, a force looks probable. And he can definitely roll into a spot here that a double can't be made.
Solid board. Lean. Yep. Coming down. Just board.
Yep. Whoa.
Forward weight. Yep.
Yep.
Hard. 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 Whoa. 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 Shot.
And a good roll by Koe. Now, Sheldon, if you were going to take somebody to Boston Pizza for the first time, they've never been to Boston Pizza before, what would you choose for them on the menu? What would you showcase?
Well, it would be pretty hard for me not to say our pierogi pizza. That's our number one selling pizza, and it's just got the right amount of spice on it. Sour cream is the base, and there's just no way you can't like pierogi pizza.
The signature pizza, would you say?
Absolutely.
Get away.
You heard it from Sheldon, and I can't argue with you there, Sheldon. What about you, Danielle? What are you going for if you go to Boston Pizza?
I've always loved just some good old classic boneless wings, but they used to have, I don't know if it's still on the menu. I was talking to Sheldon about this last year. They used to have a Santa Fe quesadilla on the menu, and it was to die for. I absolutely loved it. So that was always my go-to.
We don't have that on the menu anymore, but if you come by, I'll make you one.
Perfect. I will absolutely come by for that.
Same kind of wake up.
I'll be a little less.
Boston Pizza is a staple for curlers around Alberta when they're competing at their events. And Sheldon, you just make everything so welcoming for the curlers. We all appreciate you. You've contributed to curling more than you know. You're so humble about it. I want to give you a big thank you from Curling Alberta and all the men's curlers and curlers in Alberta.
Thanks, Darren. I appreciate that.
Go on, Kev.
Looks like we've got the force on here.
He doesn't like the draw here. He's going to throw the hit. Soft intern fade away. Does nose do it here, Danielle, or does he need a flop?
It looks like they may need to roll at least a couple inches to the left side there in order to be shot. Nose will be close, but I think they indicated a small roll just to be sure.
Hair more weight. Stay clean. Wait, good. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Go away. Yep.
Hard.
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 Hard right to it. Hard. Hard. Keep
Harder.
going. Keep going.
Big
Keep going.
scrub. Can he get the flop? And he does. That's a big point. Could not afford to give up a point there. 2-1 after 4. Here we go. Thanks, Sheldon. It was great to chat with you. I hope to see you in person again sometime soon.
Thanks for having me, guys. Have a great night.
Thanks, Sheldon. Take care.
We'll be back. We'll be back for fifth end action.
Curling Alberta presents the 2024 Boston Pizza Cup, presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Brought to you by Boston Pizza, dedicated to establishing strong relationships with the community and supporting local sports. By Best Western Hotels and Resorts, a curler's home away from home. By Curling Alberta, spreading the power of sport through curling and inspiring the curlers of today and tomorrow. By the Hinton Curling Club and the local hosting committee. By the town of Hinton, a community of opportunity. By the dedicated local sponsors. And produced by Curling Stadium to bring the excitement to you.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
New at Asham. Take your game to the next level with the Gushu Ultra Light. Equipped with our world-famous rotator disc system that attaches by Velcro, quickly and easily upgrade and replace your sliding platform. Check out our website at asham.com.
We are back, Danielle. We're back. Things are heating up here. Sluchinski's, it looks like tight. Calling for double guns, and I love double guns. It's always so exciting.
Line's good.
Hard.
Line's good.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen the use of double centers earlier in the games more and more, and it does. It makes it really exciting. We're going to see some rocks in play this end with double centers going up.
The double center play by Aaron Sluchinski. He's looking Kevin Koe square in the eye and saying, let's go. And that's what you got to do. You got to get after it. There's only 6 ends left here, and I think Aaron's trying to make something happen here.
Hard line.
Yep, I like it.
Line's good. Hard.
Line's good.
Copy.
Go away.
They're going for the weight.
Come on, go.
Big sweep from Jacques and Tyler here. Get this one in a good spot.
Perfect. Tyler's. Keep going. Let's sweep this.
What do we think of those two from Kark?
He's locked in. When Kark smells a W, later the game goes. He's very clutch, knows how to win games.
Yeah.
And you're seeing that right now. He's starting to smell that provincial championship.
I love it.
Sometimes, and he'll admit this too, like early in events, I mean, he can be kind of bad the first couple games by his standards. And then he just gets better and better and better to the point where when it matters most, I really, I can't think of a guy who's going to make more shots under pressure as a lead.
Yeah, and it makes a huge difference being able to get those ends set up early, especially in the big games. It makes it feel as though you never feel like you're chasing when to start the end after leads rocks. You're sitting in a good spot.
One of the things Kark is really good at too, and I don't think people place enough value on this, is he knows how to pace himself and keep his energy for the most important moments. He doesn't waste unneeded energy. And I've seen the value in that, like in a long Briar or a long event, doing that, getting enough rest and using your energy wisely is important. Kark Martin is one of, if not the best that I've ever seen at that.
Yeah, that's some great insight into something that you would never really see as a casual viewer or know that that's something that he's even paying attention to. And I'm sure he's passed a lot of that on to Jacques or tried to help Jacques with you know, him stepping into a completely new position in a front end role this year. I'm sure he's been fantastic support and even role model for him.
It's actually really cool seeing Kark in this role. It's a different role for him, but one that, you know, he is a leader. A lot of people, you know, may not see that, but Kark's a very good leader on a team, awesome teammate. Now to see him in the role mentoring two wonderfully talented players, and then you have the experience of Kevin Koe. This is a team that, you know, can keep getting better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think the addition of Tyler and then Jacques has really supplied them with a lot of youth, and you need that energy and that excitement, I think, to keep things fresh when you've been doing it for so long, like Kevin has and like Kark has.
Because he's got that double right now.
So if this double is made / it looks like Kevin wants to play it on the out turn. I guess it'd be the out turn, yes, for
Like
Jacques.
that.
Yeah.
Here we go. This one will be moving. Jacques Gauthier with the double attempt. It's a big shot.
Close. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Hard.
A smooth 6-5 by Jacques. Beautiful, effortless double. And now Aaron, he's got to think, how do I get a force here?
Yeah, Jacques made that one look easy there. Nice to be able to clip the back one and get both of them out.
Yep. Hard.
It looks to me like they're starting to get locked in, Danielle.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of second guessing. The broom goes down, the thrower knows how they're throwing it, and we haven't seen much for misses out of Team Koe. Not giving Aaron Sluchinski much to work with so far.
Yep. Hard.
So what did they decide on Jeremy's here?
Hard.
I think a little roll.
Sweet.
No, it looks like they were trying for a roll away, maybe. But right now, there's no double, unless you slash it across the top. I don't think they'll try that.
Especially from your half.
Yeah.
Do you know what this looks like to me, Danielle?
And if I break the top and make the double.
You could make this
It looks
too
like
if you wanted.
a couple zeros on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's starting to shape up that way,
push
isn't
ours
it?
at all?
Yeah. You got to be.
Jacques being able to clip that one on the forefooot with his last one, I think goes a long way in this and heading towards a blank again.
I think you just end up coming like this.
Is that bad?
I like it with here.
I think so.
Okay, control.
Just roll under, Kai?
I guess, yeah.
So I think they've decided to hit this yellow one and roll underneath the other yellow or on top of their other red one for now.
Firm control.
Whoa.
Good control.
Whoa.
Curl.
Wait,
Curl. Whoa.
Okay. Not bad.
Do you take on that yellow angle, or does he go again? Yeah, this is...
Yeah, the yellow back looks tricky, and how little of that top red when you're probably hitting to get both. Still trying to keep as many rocks in play as possible for Sluchinski here.
Little game of cat and mouse developing here in the fifth end.
Hair more weight.
Whoa.
Curl.
Jeremy with a little wobble on the delivery there.
Curl.
Really needs this one to at least stick around.
Okay.
Great emergency carve by Dylan. Gets a good result out of it. I just feel like, I don't feel like Jeremy looks comfortable right now.
Or we could, yeah.
Yeah, it could be that he's fighting something with his delivery. Usually we find the longer that these events go on, the more your old habits or bad habits tend to creep back in terms of technical and the way that you're throwing it. And sometimes it doesn't matter as much, and sometimes you have to fight it a little bit. So if there is something that he's fighting with, I'm sure he'll be able to sort it out. He knows what he's doing out there. But yeah, I agree. He does look a little bit uncomfortable so far.
Curl. Easy. Oh, curl. Hard. Yep. No. Yep.
Okay. That's good. It's sneaky good because to make this double, you have to go off of the one that's partly buried, and there's not a ton of rock there.
It's not a very easy double, is it?
Getting a quick look at our head 50-50 girl, Paige Papley in the original 16 lounge. Another reminder, hop on to curlingalberta.ca/5050. Grab those 50-50 tickets while you can.
Let's get this jackpot ramped up, Alberta. Let's go.
We'll do an update after the fifth end and let you know where we're sitting with the jackpot.
What's he playing here? Is he playing the hard out turn double? Is that what he's doing?
It looks like he's throwing weight to this, seeing if he can get the second one. This is really flat.
Whoa, girl.
Can he come up with this?
Straight.
It's close.
Go right up.
And sits 2. Quite a good shot there.
Yeah, I don't know if he could have done much better than that other than throw it harder to get the second red one out.
He's become such a good hitter now. He can throw the rock hard, and he uses the spin to his advantage.
Yeah, I honestly think the amount of mixed doubles that Aaron has been playing as well has really benefited him in the men's game. It has allowed him to become so versatile, and he doesn't really have a shot that's not in the bank for him. He can throw the soft weight hits. He's got the big weight, really clutch draws as well. He uses that extra rotation to his advantage when he's throwing those big weight shots.
So you just heard Kevin Koe describe normal as the call. He is the best at knowing the perfect amount of weight to throw to make the double, but not lose the shooter. Can he thread the needle here and put some pressure on?
Lead. Whoa, off. Lead. Whoa, lead.
He's close.
Whoa.
Beauty.
So exactly like normal weight, Danielle, he hits it. If he throws firm there, he rolls out. If he throws control there, the back one doesn't get out. Kevin knows exactly the right weight to throw.
Yeah, just a perfect weight choice on that one.
And that's important. Like I see a lot of times where a guy will hit a rock real close, but he doesn't throw the right weight and give himself the maximum margin. And Kevin stacks the deck in his favor with his weight call every shot.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard. Good.
And Aaron Sluchinski replies with a much-needed double. What a pair by Aaron Sluchinski there.
They honestly make it look so easy. Those routine doubles as if they're nothing out there.
And Kevin Koe going to Blanksville with the out turn here. You can rely on this being made pretty close to half a rock clean.
Yep. Lead. What?
Yeah. So we're at halftime, the fifth end break. We've got a good one going. A lot of great shots being made. Let's take a break here, Danielle. Grab an 016 and think about things. We'll be back.
See you in a few.
up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at Letterlands.com.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Thank you to the local sponsors in Hinton supporting the 2024 Boston Pizza Cup presented by Best Western. Thank you to Diamond sponsors Tourmaline, Tech, and Reynaldi and Sons Contracting Limited.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
We are back here in Hinton at the Bill Thomson Arena, and the teams have just had their break, and we're ready to go for second half of curling, Danielle.
Yeah, we'll do some quick score updates across the board for you here. The 3-4 game is the other game on the ice right now, Karsten Sturmey versus Cole Adams. 4-1 for Karsten Sturmey, still currently in the fifth end. I believe you can watch that game on both Curling Alberta and Curling Zone YouTube channels if you're looking to check that one out. And then Darren and I were also just looking into the Manitoba provincials, which are going on right now. They are playing their 1-2 and 3-4 games as well. I just checked, and Jordan McDonald has beaten Jeff Stewart in the 3-4 game. So Jordan McDonald will be moving into the Manitoba semi. And the 1-2 game, Braden Calvert versus Reed Carruthers, it's in the 10th end right now. Calvert is up to with the hammer. Still skip stones to come. So we'll keep you updated on that one as soon as that game finishes. And yeah, otherwise we'll get back to our 1-2 page playoff action here.
Danielle, I've got a question. Does Sluchinski need Carruthers? Like, that would damage their wild card chances if Carruthers were to lose in that playdown, right?
Correct. I believe Koe is highest on this, I would say, but they've made all of the easy ones. And with making the easy shots, you often don't have to play the hard ones because you're just making the ones you need to. So if Aaron can put a little bit more pressure through the middle of the lineup, even on Koe's team, maybe get a miss or two there, but they haven't given them much to work with yet.
And Jeremy responds with a great shot. Beautiful draw by Jeremy. He's coming in the second half, and he's looking for blood.
You ever like the run, Kev? It's like control.
Yeah, I thought that in the game we watched with Sluchinski the other day, Jeremy's second half was significantly better than the first half. So a good start to him in putting some shots together here.
Well, you can see him back there with Aaron. He's smiling. He looks good now. He's starting to look a little more comfortable, which bodes well going forward.
What's the weight? Here.
A run back here for Tyler. Like that ice? Yeah. If he could ever find a way to stick at it and not lose the back one, that would really put the pressure on. A little soft waiter here.
Just control.
Yeah, they're only throwing control weight. Try and probably keep their shooter and the raised rock around.
Whoa! Girl! Whoa! Girl! Whoa! Girl! Whoa! That's a good shot, guys. Good boy. You were right.
Yeah, I think so. Kind of wait.
Good shot, just clips the back one to only be sitting one. Mostly open for Aaron here.
I love the way Aaron throws these shots going away from the line. He's when you're throwing these shots going away from the line, you don't want to slide on the center line side. And that's the tendency of a lot of people. And then you've got to roll the rock or come over the top to make the shot. Watch Aaron throw this shot. He slides on a tight line and throws nice spin, square shoulders, and gets it back and running. What a beautiful way to throw a fadeaway out turn.
Yep. Whoa.
Hair heavy.
Whoa.
Hair heavy.
Clean.
Yeah, I know a lot of players don't love the look of these inside-out shots, but
Yeah, straight.
you're very right in how Aaron throws them. He's got a pretty high success rate, doesn't miss a lot of them.
And there's another beautiful throw by Aaron, and he is like a machine. When it comes to those soft shots, he lays it in there, and then you've got Kerr Drummond and Dylan Webster sweeping. I mean, a lot of made shots. Real fun to watch.
I'm just watching the end of this Calvert Carruthers game. Braden Calvert had a draw to the 8-foot in the 10th end to win and was heavy. Gives up a steal of 2, and now they're heading to the extra end.
No way.
Braden Calvert will have hammer in the extra. They swept it most of the way, and it ended up heavy in the end, so I don't know if that's a little bit of nerves or miscommunication, but looks like we're off to extras in the Manitoba one too.
Sweeping adrenaline. Kark Martin taught me when I would oversweep rocks all the time, which was a problem for me my first couple of years. He would always tell me, wait until you think it won't get there and then sweep. And a lot of times it'd be like, come on, man. But he's right. You know, when the adrenaline's going, you have to wait until you think you can't get it there.
Yeah.
And then you will. And that's when you watch Kark sweep, that's what he does.
Yeah, what a great point.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Trying for a big roll here, I would think.
Whoa. Hard roll. Hard.
Does he get it? Roll it over. Is he buried underneath? No. And it'll be an out-turn blank attempt for Kevin Koe, and everyone go get an 016. We know what's going to happen here.
I feel like we've seen this before.
Yep. Hard.
Don't let the early panic fool you. He's rolling out.
Hard. Go.
Easily.
Never a doubt.
And we'll carry on to the 7th end in a nice tight battle. 2-1 Koe going into 7. This is heating up, Danielle. I'm getting excited. This is going to be a great finish.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
New at Asham. Take your game to the next level with the Gushu Ultra Light. Equipped with our world-famous rotator disc system that attaches by Velcro, quickly and easily upgrade and replace your sliding platform. Check out our website at asham.com.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
15.5.
And we're back in Hinton with some 7th end action here. 2-1 Koe. Sluchinski is battling to stay in this game. What are you seeing, Danielle? Are they gonna press in 7 for a force here, try and get that hammer back in 8?
Yeah, it's been interesting for how many blanks we've seen. It's not as though these ends have been wide open the whole time. Sluchinski is trying. They've put up double centers. They've used the corners there. They are trying to press, but we've had no luck in getting, a lot of rocks in play. They're not going double centers this end with I think how good Kark's first one was, or how kind of their center guard maybe wasn't in the right spot, but it's not looking like we're going to see a ton of rocks in play from Sluchinski this end either, just in the way it's set up so far.
So Danielle, I've been doing some investigating. I mean, I know you're a great curler. You've won a lot of things. The 2015 World Junior Champion, the 2017 Universiade Champion. You got a bronze medal in mixed double Canadians. You just won a provincial championship. You have a lot of hardware. Where do you put all that? Do you have room for it? And if you don't, what do you do?
I am starting to run out of room, you're right. And, I've been thinking I need to check into getting myself a locker at Sentinel Storage, because what a great place to store all of our extra belongings. Sentinel Storage, also a great partner of Curling Alberta. They were one of our title sponsors for the women's provincial event. They've been a supporter of curling in Alberta for a long time as well. Canadian company. They're really great. They love showing up to the events as well, and we are really lucky to have them as a partner in curling. And I know a lot of the curlers use them for when they're moving and trying to store all their extra supplies as well. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to be reaching out and seeing what our friends at Sentinel can do for me too.
It's a big problem when you start winning too many medals and trophies and you got nowhere to put them. It's a tough thing. Sentinel Storage is there to help.
Absolutely. It's a problem I'll take, though. I'm not going to complain too much about that one.
can line up that jam.
So interesting spot there for Koe. I know that rock hangs on the back 12, which isn't ideal for Sluchinski, but could that be the force rock? Is that possible still, Danielle?
Yeah, I mean, it's in a sneaky spot. Any rock in play at this point is helping them at least press the force a little bit harder instead of just running into another blank. We've seen some heavy draw weight from Team Sluchinski this end. I'm not sure if that's an after the break kind of thing, the speed has changed, or some nerves kicking in or what, but draw weight not quite there for Team Sluchinski yet this end.
It's just they're not getting the finish that they were getting last night on some of these draws. Just a little bit of extra weight. A fantastic surface here. Late in the week, less people on the ice, and so much play on the sheets. They've done a fantastic job of keeping this surface in beautiful shape.
Yeah, I know we were chatting about this at Women's Provincials as well. Every arena event that I've ever talked to anyone about or played in, there is just about 100% guarantee that by the time you get to playoff weekend, the ice is going to be straighter and it's going to be faster. And it doesn't really matter, where you are and what the ice makers have done. That just seems to be the common theme, is that it will be straighter and it will be quicker come playoff weekend.
Hard.
It took me a long time to learn that, Danielle. It's a very painful lesson to learn when you watch your final or whatever after, and you realize you were actually throwing the times that you were trying to throw, and you were just not picking up on the ice.
Well, yeah, and especially with draw weight. I mean, once you find your feel for draw weight in an event like this, you throw it in your back pocket, you can hang on to it for the whole week, and then for whatever reason, semifinal, final rolls around and you're throwing the same weight that you've thrown all week, but it's going further. It's not curling as much, and now you're having to adjust when you're already nervous and there's already a lot of other stuff going on. So it's not an easy lesson to learn, and usually one you have to learn by making that mistake a few times and being in that situation enough.
And then you look at Kevin Koe back there. He looks like he's in his living room right now.
Let's make sure we say that.
He's so comfortable, just commanding the house, and that's just experience and talent.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it wasn't always like that for Kevin either. I remember the days when he was living in Calgary and curling out of there and getting pretty far, but couldn't quite get to the Briar, and now he's as clutch as they come. So that's a reminder to guys like Aaron, which he knows, and Karsten, and all these great curlers in the provincials here in Alberta, just to keep improving, keep building that foundation. And, it'll pay off in the long run. Aaron Sluchinski is an example of that. But so is Kevin Koe.
Yeah, I think curling is really unique in the fact that you have athletes who are still in their prime, in their 40s, late 30s, early 40s, mid 40s. You hear a lot about other sports where, athletes get to mid 30s and that's the end for them and they can't keep up anymore. But our sport is very unique in that experience goes a long ways, and you can play for a long time. And you might not even reach your peak until you're, past that late 30 stage of your life.
That's the key one, right?
Yeah, it's a good point. It takes a long time. It's curling's a tough game to learn. There's a lot of complexities to it.
I think eventually, he's just doing this.
All right, what are we looking at here? Speaking of complexities.
Yeah, it's like 3/4.
It's a little thinner than that.
Okay.
I kind of like Tyler's.
Well,
you can flop a rock into
3/4. 2/3.
Yeah, 2/3.
So are they looking to spill that yellow, get all 3 yellows here, I believe is what they're looking at. Can they get all 3 yellows? At least get 2 of them.
Yeah, 3/4 it sounds like on this top yellow one. See how far it springs across to the right, if it runs into that side one as well.
Here we go. Tyler Tardy with the attempt for a triple and the bomb coming down the sheet.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah, he added a little extra to that one.
5.8. Can it spin out the top? Not quite. But a 5.8 from Tyler Tardy connects with all 3 yellows.
It didn't touch. It was out? It spun out? Okay.
Just questioning if they actually made contact on that back yellow, and sounds like they did.
Forward.
Aaron Sluchinski, though, with the force opportunity just developing now out of nowhere, that rock, despite almost going out, ends up in a bad spot. Just the fact that it's way out on the wing.
Yeah, do you think that shot was there for Tyler, or just not enough weight, or wasn't there with the? They needed an insane amount of weight to make it.
I mean, he hit it kind of where he needed to.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
He just needed 4.8. Come on, Tyler. But this is, you know, to get out of this here, you need to roll to the back 4, back 8.
This is where you threw a couple
Then they're going to have to hit it, and then you'll have a double. You'll have one shot at it, but it's 2 precise shots to get out of this. Otherwise, it could be a force, exactly what Aaron's looking for. Great throw by Tyler.
Weight's good.
No.
Hit and roll from Tyler. See if they can try and group these stones together at least a little bit more.
Girl. Keep going. Jock, big roll. Hard.
Go.
Whoa.
And that's where you want to.
Great shot.
That's where you want to roll. There's going to be a double now.
2 great throws from Tyler there.
Yours like didn't move. No, I gave it a little.
Tyler and Jeremy putting on a show here in the 7th end of the 1-2 game. Winner going to the final. The loser of this game will be into the semifinal.
And it looks like in that 3-4 game, Cole Adams got one in the 5th end. The 6th end has been blank, so Carson's still up 4-2 with the Hammer playing 7.
Curl. Right to it.
Gotta make sure they stick around on this one.
And he rolls out. And uncharacteristic mistake there. Off the hook, on our way to Blanksville.
Yeah, shots like that we sometimes take for granted, a simple nose hit, but makes a big difference in sticking around or rolling out with that one.
Yeah, that's a big one. I mean, Kevin would have had a shot at a double, but you'd like to see him throw it.
Pretty much Clean it.
So the thing about Kevin when he throws an out turn, what makes him so great is that he can just contort his body to always be on the broom no matter where he slides. Like he could slide a foot narrow and he'll just kind of shift himself, and the next thing you know, he's right on the broom. The one thing you never see him do on an out turn is he never slides right of the target. He'll either slide at the target or a little bit left, and he can always lean right. It might be the best out turn ever in curling.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think you'd have to argue with too many people on that one. So Aaron looking to use whatever he can here to try and force a miss from Kevin Koe, trying to freeze to this rock that's in no man's land.
Still running.
At least give Kevin something else to look at on this blank here.
Yep. Yeah, just get it in. Keep it clean. Okay.
Shade less.
Easy.
no doubter. We go to the 8th. Koe 1 up with hammer.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Original 16. Celebrate things done well.
Light up your love for curling with our customizable neon LED lights from Letterlands. Choose your new neon mixed doubles partner or make a statement with a neon curling rock in your window. Also actual Letterlands. Use discount code WHOA for 15% off. Only at Letterlands.com.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Thank you to the local sponsors in Hinton supporting the 2024 Boston Pizza Cup presented by Best Western. Thank you to Diamond sponsors Tourmaline, Tech, and Reynaldi & Sons Contracting Limited.
And we're back here in the 8th and a breach of the no-tick rule to bring us back into action here. A little bit of a break for Aaron Sluchinski, and he's going to need all the help he can get. So Danielle, I'm pulling up some stats here, and I don't want to discourage everybody from watching this game, but Kevin Koe is 8-0, up 1 with hammer, playing with 3 ends to play over the last 3 seasons. And Aaron Sluchinski is 1-6 in the situation there, and so
Wait's good.
it is dire straits for Aaron Sluchinski. They definitely need something to go in their favor here. Would you put any stock into those numbers, Danielle?
Yeah, we got to be.
Yeah, there's probably, I mean, with as lopsided as they are, there's probably something substantial to that. I think Aaron knows that, and 8th end, go time for sure. This is probably the most you're going to see him press, or the most that he's pressed so far to get the force or even a steal this end.
So there's some action in the Manitoba side.
Yes, I just caught the last shot. Braden Calvert had a nose hit in the extra end to send himself to the final. No problem, clean the whole way. That's a win for Calvert, a loss for Carruthers. So Reed Carruthers will play, I believe, Jordan McDonald in their semifinal tomorrow morning, and Braden Calvert straight to the Manitoba men's final.
So we, Danielle, we talk about the history of curling in Alberta on the men's side specifically to this discussion. And when they go to the Brier, when you go to the Brier as Team Alberta, you are expected to be in the mix. It is an expectation when you go to the Brier that you will be there at the end. Manitoba is the leading province for Brier Championships with 27. Alberta is second at 26.
Wow.
So the two provinces are in quite a battle here, and these teams are playing to go and try and add a tally to one of those numbers.
Wow, that's really impressive. I feel like Alberta has added a lot to those numbers in the past few years. Manitoba must have had a pretty substantial lead in that department before, you know, kind of Alberta's been on a run the last little bit.
And that is incredible that Manitoba still does the 32-team provincial. What a great format.
What an absolute gauntlet to look at. Yeah, that is impressive that they're able to fill 32 teams and have a really high quality event after so many years.
Oh, bang, bang, bang. Double gem. Jacques Gauthier is looking skyward in disbelief. How can that happen to such a beautiful throw with so much weight? And a hair either way, and they all would have been gone.
A millimeter either way, and you're left with nothing in front and nothing in the house, probably.
Jacques Gauthier, as you can see here, with a solid throw, they like it all the way down. And Jacques watching, salivating, boom, 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 nothing.
Yeah, big sigh from Karik there too. That's tough to do.
We've got life. Sluchinski says we've got life.
Yeah, that's the break you were looking for. If you're going to take advantage of a miss, now is the time. Big shot from Kerr here.
Whoa. Weight's good.
Curl.
And weight.
It looks heavy.
It's close. Weight's good.
Close.
Little light.
Just knife.
Little light.
Hey, get it here.
Hard. Keep going.
Get it here.
Keep going.
Hard.
Go.
Hard.
Nice. Good shot.
Oh, that's a really good manage from Team Sluchinski there.
And last night, Team Sluchinski saved their best for last, and it looks that way tonight too. We're going to have one heck of a finish here, Danielle. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting nervous.
Yeah, we know for sure that watching, commentating, spectating is 10 times more stressful, more nerve-wracking than when you're out on the ice.
Same way, no?
And Jacques looking for redemption here in the 8th end. Can he do it? Another out turn.
Whoa! Go!
And close, but no cigar again. Aaron Sluchinski, large and in charge here in the 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't ask for much of a better setup, at least to get the force, but even looking pretty good for a steal right now.
Just tight, guys. Yeah.
Looks like they're just going to put this one tight to the house, not going in again. Try and keep the double centers up.
One only right now.
Keep Kevin preoccupied with getting rid of those.
Whoa.
Top 12.
No.
Going
it looks like it's T-line.
We're T.
This is not where they want it. It's going to be an audible here.
Curl.
What can they muster here?
Curl. Right.
Yeah, they did say that it was heavy for most of the way. I don't know if they thought it was that heavy. Tried to get what they could out of it at the end to knife it over there, but
I'll just run for you.
If Tyler can make contact with this run back, at least 2 yellows.
I think the run triple could be there.
Yeah.
Curl.
And no contact. He a series of unfortunate run backs by Koe here. It leaves Aaron sitting there and saying, do I allow the situation to stay in the rings here? Mickey Pendergast, the legendary curler, the legendary Southern Alberta curler and coach and author, I guess, Mickey Pendergast coming out here to impart some wisdom on the boys, help them out a little bit.
He's going
gonna have an easy shot to kill too.
Let's see what Mickey has to say, Danielle.
So which one do we want to guard?
No, we guard the high one, he's always losing a shooter. And then you loop it around again. If we guard the low ones, he might be able to get cute.
You have
I
to
don't-
err.
He's always gonna be able to kill two. Easy.
I don't think you can go in there, Danielle. I think it's too
last.
many rocks too
We
close
guard
together.
The 5, he rips the.
Yeah, I think
He rips the
they're
guarded.
just deciding what to guard.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Yeah, that's what
I think they know that the center guard is what they want. It's just how deep and on what line, what rock are we guarding? Are we guarding
He's somewhere in
the
the open.
side
The
center
3
line
is
one, or are we
somewhere
guarding the
maybe,
two
or
on the
5,
center line?
Depends which one.
If he can see enough of it, they all might.
Show a piece
Yeah.
of that one. Like you could be like,
Yeah, show him a
yeah,
piece of the 5.
makes
yeah.
that double really hard too.
Yeah.
You're just a little over centered.
Yeah. He's probably running it back if we're guarding the
So
5.
we play the out turn, try to guard the 5, and if it's like really good at the end, we can just maybe overthrow it an inch.
Yeah.
If you know that line. The out turn
End's
gets by this
probably-
one, okay?
He'll be tight to that.
Oh yeah, that guard's
Yeah.
in the way. We have
Yeah.
to throw the. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Intern curls a little bit more
It's the same
too, eh?
speed over here, eh? It's quick.
Yeah. I think. Yeah, right on the R here.
No.
So what did they come to here? What's their thought process with where this guard needs to be?
I didn't exactly. I was trying to listen in. I feel like they're trying to kind of split it. You know, just sort of.
Yeah, it sounds like they didn't want to leave too much of either one open. It sounds like they think Kevin can get rid of two rocks on either side right now.
My recommendation would be not to leave him the out turn. Find a way to make him throw an in turn. It's not that he can't make it, but it's.
No. Where you at, guys?
Really tight.
It looks like it's dragging up a little. No, no, no.
Still
no.
can't.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Looking for some fur here to slow it down. Need a little bit of slide path. Can it stop in time? Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe a couple feet deeper than they were thinking, but pretty much the line they were looking for there. I think Tyler was probably ending up running it back no matter where it stopped, unless there was something wide open in the house for him.
So the bad miss here would be a hair high. And you just pick off that top one and leave the guard there. That could spell trouble there, but you can also almost get them all. I wonder if you could get them all even.
Yeah,
You
low
might-
side across the top.
Yeah. Tyler Tardy with the cannon.
Go, Cart, go.
Shakes him up.
Yeah, it's good. Better. Dummy.
Better, but not that outturn side right now is still fairly inaccessible for Team Koe.
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a draw path either right now.
I don't think so.
I
Not if we
mean,
straight guard it.
Yeah.
you straight guard it. I think Kevin's throwing the run, isn't he? Can he afford to
Yeah,
try
you'll
the
probably
in-turn
try and
draw?
slash it into this, into
I don't
this.
think so.
Yeah.
He gets him a chance to stick in too.
High.
I think right on the M is.
This
pretty
is
good.
what Team Sluchinski was
I think
looking
he
for
ignores it then
here.
and just does that, but
You think?
An opportunity.
yeah, just because then you can.
Very pivotal moment in the game right now.
Where are you seeing it? And
Looks like they're electing to straight guard a little bit on the higher side of things.
Yeah.
Where do you want it, halfway?
Pretty much even with that other one.
The red, okay?
Like their high red.
Oh,
It
okay.
could be like a foot higher than it.
Yeah.
Do you like how high he's electing to throw this guard? It sounds like it's like a high halfway depth kind of thing.
That's respect for Kevin's run back ability. Make him think, should I go with the red run back? If he misses that,
Yeah, then you're guarding everything still.
halfway. It's over curling.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Dylan's rock.
Whoa!
Whoa, over curling.
Just over.
Whoa, 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 no finish, no finish.
Wonderful communication here to get the best result possible. You hear over curl and then Dylan just a few shots on the inside. Just to hold it there, but don't carry it as much. Just a few shots. Kept that rock from curling too much. Brilliant sweeping by Dylan. Very underrated.
Yeah, it seems like it did its job. They're at least having to take a second here to figure out what they're going to play.
Does Kevin chase on the intern here with a soft weight?
Yeah, that was my first thought with how high that guard is and overcurled maybe an inch, but he hasn't thrown much for soft weight or even draw weight in the last little bit.
3/4 is perfect.
Looks like they're going to try this out turn run back planted on that one top four.
Hey, pal. Make this.
It's a big shot.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you're probably expecting him to make contact. Is he going to stuff it? Is he going to make the run double? You know, can you get a break here if you're Aaron Sluchinski? Can you get away without losing both your yellows here?
Josh Peel. Whoa. Curl. 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 Go, 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 go.
Wow. That is something you do not see very often. I still can't believe it.
Shot to score is probably what?
But Aaron Sluchinski is trying to decide, how do we steal now?
Yeah, pretty uncharacteristic from Kevin. They're not an easy shot by any means, but
That's what I was thinking.
But if you push in the
We've got some. Sorry, Danielle.
You go.
We've got some drama here.
We do. We absolutely do.
As you can tell, I'm pretty jacked up.
I think so. I agree.
Yeah, and even if
I'm
you
loving
freeze, it's
this.
already
This is
higher than,
playoff
like,
tankered
he's got
curling
a
at its
cold
best
water.
here.
Yeah, no better way to spend your Saturday night.
Yeah.
So, Danielle, what do you see as the best opportunity for Aaron to score
If we're
one
short,
here,
we're gonna
a
wanna
steal?
overthrow it here.
Yeah,
I
we want a
think
dead D lined up with this.
you
no matter
want
where we're at.
Koe to draw is my first thought, mostly because he just has
No,
not
it'd be
drawn
like a little
in a
drizzle.
long time.
Yeah.
And there
So we
isn't
wanna kinda
really
block
a
that, I
gimme
think.
draw path to the button right now.
Throw this out turn draw.
Intern.
Or intern draw.
Yeah, I think so.
That's kind of what it sounds like they're thinking is they want him to throw that wide in turn. Where can we put it to make that as hard as
Yeah, that
possible?
hole's a tougher to navigate.
It's easy to get here with the edge.
Yeah.
Right now, does he have a hit to score or is he always drawing?
Yeah, just bump it on the nose. Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I like that.
that out
Pretty
turn
close.
is,
Yeah, I think it's right in there.
it's not
Just
there,
on
Danielle.
top 8 weight.
He's got to draw with the intern. The danger with playing the tap here is if you pop that rock high
I
side.
think we're playing this and it lines real good.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to move that top four rock too much. I think they've elected just to go top 12 or even tight, maybe.
Top 4, top 8.
Oh, top 4, top 8. They're going to go
So-
right to that one in the house already.
They need to get to the nose. If they hit this thing high, pop it into the open and give them an open hit for one, that is not good. I mean, you'll take the force, but
When you're set up this good for a steal.
Little big.
Whoa.
Clean.
Close.
Clean.
Slide only.
Hard line.
Slide only.
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard line.
Hard.
Hard line.
Whoa. Bumping. Whoa. Curl.
We gotta over curl nose.
Curl. 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 Nope. Nope.
No.
Oh, nice.
and a brilliant shot by Aaron Sluchinski. It gets almost to the nose.
Yeah, what a great manage there as well. They knew it was a little bit heavy, knew they couldn't tap it out into the open.
What's he doing here? Oh, wow.
He wants to throw an out turn.
The intern.
I mean, the intern draw, I don't know if it's there to
Draw
score.
that, we're still in the game.
Yeah.
It's like a.
So just need a piece of the floor. I'm just looking where we need.
Off 4 is good.
And
I mean, I've got
quite a conundrum here for Team Koe. They do not want to give up a steal of 2 here. I mean, I think by throwing this shot, they're conceding 1.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just looking at how much of the forfeit do they need to only give up the steal of 1.
Yeah.
He must be going wide around this red off center guard and grabbing a piece of the forfeit to cut him down to 1.
Buckle up, Alberta. We are in a vital part of the game here. This thing could turn right over here. Kevin Koe is in a phone booth filled with snakes. Can he escape?
I
think you get that out there, it's okay, but I agree.
You think it's...
I like this broom.
No, but do you think it's as fast?
This is the widest I've seen them put the broom down for a draw. They are having to go out a lot wider than they normally would for a draw to the button, so it'll be interesting to see if the speed is just as good out here.
Is it possible to grab enough for shot rock here, Danielle?
I think they might try and get Jacques on it to curl it if the weight is good once they get past that off center guard.
Whoa, line only.
Well then.
Line's good.
Just for line.
Line's good.
It's real close.
Off. Line's good.
Wait.
Room. Curl if you can.
No.
14-7.
No.
14-7 sounds like a lot.
On the brush, a steal of 3 for Aaron Sluchinski. Kevin Koe, a little bit strong on the draw there, and we have a major turnaround in this game. This is crazy. We'll be back for 9th end action shortly.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
New at Asham. Whether you're in the hack or kicking back, live it in style in the new Throwin' Stones line exclusively by Asham. Curling is more than a sport, it's a lifestyle. Check out our website at asham.com.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation.
Thank you to the local Platinum and Gold sponsors, Sniper, 24/7 Compression, Quadra, Octane Controls Limited, Ascend, Wild Hate Oilfield Services Limited, Stitch and Print, and Sound Scaffolding.
And we're back with 9th end action in a crazy 1-2 matchup. Aaron Sluchinski with a massive steal of 3 in the 8th end. And here we are. You know what, Danielle? I didn't see that coming, and I have some stats I was looking at.
Let's redo the stats.
All right, with 2 ends to play, Kevin Koe is down 2 with the hammer. Over the last 3 seasons, Kevin Koe is 1-12 down 2 with the hammer with 2 ends to play, and Aaron Sluchinski is 15-0. So everybody, just shut the screen off and Move on with your
I
Saturday
don't
night.
think anyone believes you after your stats from last gen. Nobody's
I'm only
going
joking.
anywhere.
Tell your friends we're in for a real treat here in the last two ends. My heart is pounding, Danielle. This is huge.
Yeah, that is a huge point swing there.
Yeah, let's get a feel for a weight here. Yeah.
It looks like, are we heading to Blanksville already?
Yeah, Aaron threw the first one in, and I honestly was not surprised to see Kevin hit it right away. I don't know about you, but watching Kevin for so many years, what I've noticed is that he would rather take hammer into the last end, kind of no matter how many he's down, versus trying to steal again. Let's say he gets 2 here and has to steal the 10. I've seen him blank a lot of ends to take hammer into that last end coming home, even being down 2.
Oh, he always wants to hammer in the last end. And Team Botcher from about 2017 to 2020 or 21, we learned that lesson the hard way many times. Kevin would give up the steal in the 9th end. We'd think we were in good shape, but Kevin loves to have the hammer, and you can bet if this gets to the 10th, down 2, he's gonna get a look. He'll figure out how to get a look and make it interesting.
I believe we just saw a glimpse. Yeah, there it is, the scoreboard of the 3-4 game. Karsten Sturming with a 7-2 win over Cole Adams. That will move him into the semifinal tomorrow morning against the loser of this game. So I'm sure they'll be keeping their eyes attached to this one as well, see how it finishes.
Yep, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, yeah.
So Danielle, like if there's a big incident like that, and I'll call it that, and something happens like that, and you're Kevin Koe's team right now hitting this end out, what's going through your mind?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time to dwell on that when you kind of got to take it for what it is. Sluchinski strung together a lot of good shots there. You got to miss, and you're going to have to pick yourselves back up for end number 10. It might not be bad for them to be able to hit this one out, kind of calm things down again, and then they can push hard for their 2 or 3 in 10 coming home. I actually saw an interest. I was just checking our curling zone chat on the YouTube here. I saw someone comment that they hate the day off, the fact that Kevin Koe had a day off, hasn't played since, what would it be, Thursday afternoon, I think. What do you think of that, the fact that they haven't played since Thursday?
I don't think it was hurting them early in the game. I mean, there can be some rust, but I feel like they started off really well, and I would not view that as a big factor in this case. But that doesn't mean that isn't a factor at times. I mean, I've been in the situation where I've gotten the bye to the final and froze up like a deer in the headlights, and but that won't happen to this team. I think if you ask them what they would want, they would say they would want the rest.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you and I were chatting about it, the fact that I don't think Kevin had thrown a draw yet since pregame practice, basically. And Aaron, I'm sure, kept that in the back of his mind with his last shot there, trying to make Kevin throw a draw when he hasn't had the opportunity to do so yet. And that's kind of how they were able to get a miss out of him there.
Back 4.
Well, looks like it might be through.
Done.
That's good. Good.
How do you think Aaron feels about them blanking this end out?
Yep.
I mean, I think Aaron is. I think Aaron's happy to be up 2. All night they've been fighting an uphill battle, battling together. And you look at the composure of, Jeremy with some early struggles, and this team is just solid. They believe in themselves, you can tell. And then a little bit of a break in the 8th there. And we've got a 15-minute run down the Blanksville Highway, and that's what's happening right now.
Yeah, a sign of a good player and a good team to have a little bit of a rough start and then be able to you know, kind of put that past you and figure out what
good.
you need to do for the last half of this game.
Yeah, keep a broom down.
And you can bet all 8 players on the sheet right now that, you know, they're thinking about the next end a little bit. You know, you got to execute these simple shots, but it's going to be an exciting finish. You're going to see Kevin Koe's, you know, strategy and ability to create. We're going to get to see Kevin in full creative mode, and that's always the most exciting mode to watch.
Yeah. Speaking of exciting, I just pulled up the Curling Alberta 50-50. Our current jackpot is at $14,230, and there is still some time to grab some tickets, so you might as well get on that. Get your 50-50 ticket before our last end action coming up here.
Line's good.
Yeah.
It's running.
Weight's good.
Okay. Put on the tee, guys.
Back 8.
Okay, well done.
I think it's hot.
Starting to curl now. Keep it clean at least. Yeah, keep it clean. Looks like it's coming off. Nice shot. Good judge, guys.
All right, well, we've seen this one, I think, 6 or 7 times this game. Outturn blank attempt for Kevin Koe. Oh, just kidding. This is his first one. We're not quite there yet. Setting himself up for the next one.
Okay, everybody. We've got a blank here. Go grab another 016. Take your dog out for a pee. Do whatever you need to do to leave the next 20 minutes open, because we are in for one heck of a treat, one heck of a finish. We'll see you in a minute.
Curling Alberta presents the 2024 Boston Pizza Cup, presented by Best Western Hotels and Resorts. Brought to you by Boston Pizza, dedicated to establishing strong relationships with the community and supporting local sports. By Best Western Hotels and Resorts, a curler's home away from home. By Curling Alberta, spreading the power of sport through curling and inspiring the curlers of today and tomorrow. By the Hinton Curling Club and the local hosting committee. By the town of Hinton, a community of opportunity. By the dedicated local sponsors. And produced by Curling Stadium to bring the excitement to you.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
New at Asham. Take your game to the next level with the Gushu Ultra Light. Equipped with our world-famous rotator disc system that attaches by Velcro, quickly and easily upgrade and replace your sliding platform. Check out our website at asham.com.
Yeah. We could probably dig anything around.
And back to Hinton for the 10th end.
Yeah, let's make this.
It's go time, as Danielle said.
T-line.
Here we go. We're in for a big finish. In this
T-line,
situation,
right?
2
Yeah.
down with hammer. Kevin Koe is 3-9 the last 3 seasons, so blanking that end did increase his percentage of winning this game. Although Aaron Sluchinski is 8-0 in this situation. So
Weight's good. Line only.
we're going to have a good
Just
finish
stop
here.
button.
I'm going to
Got it.
go
T-line.
out on a limb and say
T-line.
that
Wait,
Kevin's going to have some kind of a look,
Go for it. Hard
but
there.
we'll see.
Go for it. Speed. Straight.
Straight, hard.
How many corner guards do you think they're just going one corner guard to start this end, or are they going to throw another one?
There's the second
There's
one.
the second one, yep.
He wants some options.
Yeah, options to come around, options to probably run back if it comes to that in the end.
How can I be so nervous, Danielle? I felt calmer playing in a game like this.
Absolutely, it's easier to be out there. I agree.
Hard, guys. Gotta go wait.
Hard.
Both these
Hard,
teams
Tyler.
want this game
Hard, you gotta get this
big
farther.
time.
Hard, keep going.
Hard. Go, go, go,
Keep
go, go,
going.
go, go, go.
And that is definitely in double peel territory, especially for a flamethrower like Kerr Drummond.
Yeah.
You can bet he's going to have a look at that.
Yeah, they'll just have to plug the middle for now, maybe give it a crack on the next one.
Big breath, Kerr
Deep
Drummond.
breath from Kerr there, yeah.
Wait's close. Line up
Locked
right
in
now.
and focused,
Whoa,
Kerr
whoa.
Drummond.
We're just tight.
Room down. Room down.
Just tight.
Wait's good.
Right here.
Wait's really good.
It's got a curl.
Yeah, curl.
Curl it.
Curl. Curl and speed, yeah. Curl and speed, go.
Curl, curl,
Hard.
curl,
Hard,
curl,
keep going.
curl.
Keep going. That's good.
Good. I wanted to show him.
Yeah, yeah.
Please, it's fine. Okay, he'll be great out here.
And this is where, you know, Kevin looks at those three rocks like that and he goes, look at that guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can
drive,
go all
like,
the way
edge of
back
four.
there.
No,
There's
I
so
know.
much
I don't see
room.
my undercurling.
He's
It's a
really
high guard,
liking
it
that.
should be curling up there.
I think it also speaks a lot to the ice surface when you can play outside the edge of the 12 foot in the 10th end and know that your draw weight is still going to be okay out here and you're not having to make a complete guess. This is not a path that they have thrown yet this game for draw weight.
Room. Hope you can.
Wait's good.
Clean.
T. Line's perfect.
Right on the tee.
Line's perfect.
Carrix.
You gotta go.
Both of you go.
Oh, we're there. We're there. Right on the tee, boys. We're there. We're there. We're there.
Good shot.
That's a real good shot. It's
Yeah.
a real good spot for that rock.
Yeah.
This is real interesting. This double peel is very important here. If they don't get the second red one, that's a big deal. And Kerr Drummond is going to be throwing, well,
I think he just wants to see how much he's hitting. He knows how important this one is. As a thrower on these one, it helps a lot to know exactly where you're trying to hit it. Less so about where the broom is. If you know where you need to hit that rock, you can throw it kind of however you want to hit whatever it is, half, a third.
well, and when you built the time in on the time clock, why not check it out?
Why not?
Kerr Drummond here with a big shot here in the 10th end. Out-turn fadeaway double peel coming up.
Curl. Close. Follow through.
And he
Oh,
makes
he
it.
makes it.
That's huge. What a shot by Kerr Drummond.
I just said, look, you don't need to give it any extra.
Yeah, I think so.
Sluchinski fans in the stands go wild.
What a beautiful double peel. That does hamper Koe's 3 effort. Deuce is still in play for sure with a well-placed draw here. Kerr Drummond has been brilliant all week.
Yeah, very consistent.
Just
Coming up with the big shots when they need them.
What more do you want from a second? He makes everything. He sweeps great.
Clean. Off. Carrick. Yep. Yes.
Oh, it dove on them.
Tough one.
Pick.
Pick? Yeah.
Yeah, just grabbed right in front of the house there and took a hard turn towards the center.
And now Team Sluchinski
Ernie's here.
starting to get victory within their sights here.
Out.
Yeah.
Do you think Jeremy's thinking about that, or he's got his mind
He's
on?
got to make contact on this run back first. If he doesn't,
Even nose is pretty good.
Okay.
there's still lots of opportunity here for Team Koe.
Yep. Hard. 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 Hard.
Oh no! That's lined up. Those are not good angles.
Oh no!
That looks like banana.
And now Kevin Koe is at the back of the house calculating his next move, deciding which area to go after here.
Okay.
He's still viewing that yellow rock as a tool, and a timeout for Team Koe here. This is where Kevin Koe, he's going to find the best possible way to make it as painful as possible on Aaron here, on Aaron and the team.
I mean, you need something.
Yeah, we'll
kind
see
of
if Mike
hidden in
Libis
case-
comes out here,
like if
or
he's
if he
playing
just
this,
lets them
he's risking rolling in
lets
front
them
of
chat
these
amongst
two.
themselves.
Is it dumb to play like this off tack weight?
It's tough to get
I
far
think so.
enough, yeah.
Like that rock is, we don't got to worry about that rock right now.
What do you like, Mikey?
And I mean, you could play the same shot, but he's just playing this.
Yeah.
That's your first rock, Gov. I love it. I think, like, as long as we all count this, right?
You ever just come here for a shot?
Might play off his. Isn't bad for us.
I think he's probably drawing.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I don't mind that back.
If is he ever drawing now? We go back
Well,
there?
if he's going back here, that's fine because then we can sit 4 if he
Yeah.
doesn't make it.
Yeah.
You want to be just past this one so he can't go like
Sure,
that.
yeah. I like it.
This is right where I threw.
Yeah.
Basically,
You know,
I
Kevin,
ended up right here.
I can even be back there as long as.
Yeah, as long as you're just like right here is really good.
You know, Kevin gently reminded Aaron that they could sit 4 if they make a mistake. It's always nice for him to know that, right?
So what did they decide here?
I think they're going back 8 or even back 12, just buried around that yellow
Using
one.
that yellow one as a guard as well.
What Kevin was saying is if they throw that run and don't connect on it, they're going to sit
You need a
4.
hair lash? See what I've been giving you? Yeah, exact same speed.
We've gotten an interesting end here, and it does appear as though Kevin Koe's team will be getting a look here.
Don't have
It should be close.
gotta
Wait only.
Weight's good.
Room.
Weight's great.
Weight's good.
Clean.
You're gonna have to curl.
Just
Wait,
switch
go
if you
for
got.
back.
No, let, play the weight.
Weight's good.
Right here. Hard. Curl and go. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good.
And a great shot. Masterful rock management by Kark Martin and
Yeah,
Jacques there.
Park was so calm on that one. You can hear him almost reining Jacques in a little bit.
Look at him. Weight's good. Oh, maybe a little. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, Kark Martin, one of the best judges in curling, and you're seeing a fine example of it there. Brilliant sweeping.
Whatever. You want this guy for
All right, we only got 3 in there.
Aaron looking at a few options here. Looks like he's still in eliminate red mode.
Hole here. Like it's possible to get it through these two.
Try and get 1, maybe 2 with this run back here.
Jeremy Hardy here looking to connect here heavily. Let's make some red fly, he says.
Curl. Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Curl. Curl.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Hard, go, 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 go.
Right out.
Right out. Good shot.
And the red does leave the rings. Pretty good shot by Jeremy there.
Journey like
Yeah, nice to get rid of that one red. Did
I've
leave
seen
the
a couple
one guard
here
in
too,
play
but-
still.
I've thrown more of those.
Things are
Better than it
still-
was.
Things are still a little bit scary here for Aaron, and Kevin is calculating ways to manufacture the win here. The 3-ball. You can bet there's
That weight's still.
all thoughts of a 3 on his mind right now.
What are you thinking? Like there?
Yeah.
Close to me.
Looks like they're just going to draw around this corner, straight draw. Not too concerned about that yellow rock in the top of the house right now.
Kevin has viewed that rock as a tool the whole end. He loves that rock there.
Clean.
Hair heavy.
Clean it.
Okay, a little heavy.
Hard line.
Clean it.
It's good.
Hard
Wait
line.
up.
Hard
Right
line.
to
Every line.
T-line.
Right
Line's
to it.
good.
Right to my broom.
It's perfect.
Right here. To my broom. Line's perfect.
Okay, yeah.
Does not need a curl. Doesn't need a curl. Just play the weight.
Tyler switches sides
Keep going.
to comply with Kevin's demands.
It's a very nice draw.
Beautiful shot. And a real good audible by Tyler to get on the other side of the rock. It was too late to switch.
No.
The pressure is squarely on Aaron Sluchinski here. How will he respond? Aaron's been in this situation. He's looking for this trip to the final.
I think you can tell his instinct is to hit something, but I don't know if he has an easy crack at anything there.
Yeah, and if you end up tapping it a little.
If he locks one on here on the inside, anything off that yellow jams in there. I mean, it's a good spot. Would get him out of trouble, but you need to put it in that spot. And if you don't, it's it's pretty tough. Tough sledding.
Oh, it sits on top.
Yeah, I think it is time to switch gears and freeze another one in there, get something in there.
I feel like it's the freeze tap.
Huh?
I think it's the freeze tap, or even freeze.
Yeah, and then he plays it in off, and if he stays right on us, then we'll have to put something over here or something.
What if you're?
Yeah, I think we got to freeze.
I think we have to.
If we run, he just hits and sits.
No, I don't like.
You have to make
It's
it.
so long.
Yeah. Probably freezing our way out of it. Hey, Mick.
I've seen Mickey put a rock there on me many times to break my heart, make me cry, make me break a broom or two even. All things that Mickey's witnessed and seen me do as a result of his actions.
Yeah, freeze half.
Okay, so they're gonna freeze. Where's the ideal spot for this rock?
Shot rock,
Really close, I think, Aaron.
about half frozen.
Yeah.
About a half, I would say, Danielle. Maybe a thick half. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they mentioned that if it's a little bit heavy, they can maybe afford to tap it. Not much, because you know Kevin's going to use that top yellow rock, but
Well, you would love it to if Kevin uses that top rock, then the two reds go.
Yeah.
So you want it to curl enough that anything run back into that situation will double the reds out. I think that's possible if you put it in the perfect
Put it
spot.
in a good spot, yeah.
Weight's close.
Care Drummond on the judge. Aaron has thrown this well. The boys like it.
Weight only.
Mine's good.
Just freeze.
Gotta go
No
back.
bounce.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Okay.
Weight's perfect.
Line's good.
Weight's perfect.
Yep.
Little tap.
Well then.
Can't bounce.
Little tap.
Well then. Well then.
Right on it.
Close. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Freeze it. Yeah.
Go.
Hard. Hard.
What a shot. Aaron Sluchinski and a great judge. That is a beautiful curling shot.
Yeah, really impressed with Dylan Webster on the judge there.
Well, you could see Care was just ready and Dylan was holding him off. Look at them, teammates. The front end union getting it done for Team Sluchinski.
Absolutely.
Got a quarter.
And there's so much that goes into that teaming up like that as a front end. Great job. And a timeout.
Or tap it this way.
Fourth and final, yep.
Well, I mean,
There might be time for another 016.
What?
Maybe they need to switch over to Sandbagger. Curling Alberta's got an official seltzer as well, Sandbagger. If you're tired of if you've drank all the 016 in your house.
Getting a little bloated.
That I don't think's there.
No. Yeah. It's just a little.
And then he's gonna be
he's probably going to be out counting that.
Ill. Yeah. Are we thinking making a play on this guy?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Like, I think, like,
I was wondering if we
Like, I think you're either tapping it this way or you're trying to unlock this, get this to here, and I might have an in-off off.
Yeah.
But that's not the easiest shot.
This intern looks really hard, Kev.
Yeah, I don't think the out is there. And, like, you're just spinning this yellow to here, and we're never getting rid
I
of it.
think this thin one's our shot.
Any ideas, Mike? This is by far the best.
Yeah.
If I can get this past there. Okay?
Even if it spins off, like.
Yeah.
This one's easy. Good. Okay.
Yeah, he's gotta be careful. Like, I might have some.
I like.
Just riveting conversation. You can.
Okay, like, or just probably, well, I think.
Just want to make sure that goes too, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting an inch of it. Like, I guess the two.
Even if we kill this, it's not the end of the world.
So Kevin thinks he can get that yellow out of there on the low, below everything, through the hole.
It is.
Yeah, I think he's even just looking at trying to push it in towards the center with less weight, like control type weight. Keep all the reds around, eliminate the top yellow, and try and push that other yellow, into the open so that he can get at it on the next one. This is smart. Instead of just throwing peel and hoping that it goes and losing a few of your reds, he's going to try and keep as many of his reds in the house as possible here.
Like board, like if I'm a pound heavy, I don't hate that.
Yeah, I think it has to be enough to get that out.
Yeah.
Does Kevin Koe have another trick up his sleeve?
Look at that.
Minimum?
Will he pull the ace out of his sleeve again?
Weight's good.
Solid board.
Yep.
Solid board.
Hard!
Hard, hard.
Hard!
Straight, come on.
Hard,
Hard,
do it!
hard.
Curl, 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 curl.
Oh, straight. Sit.
That's good. Real good.
That is a scary good result. A beautiful result for Kevin Koe there. Releases the yellow, leaves himself some fodder on the side for an in-off, and Aaron Sluchinski
so if we rip that
has to put a rock in the exact right spot here. Where is that spot?
Yeah, it looks like Kevin can get at that yellow rock both with the outturn chase or in off of that red one that he just threw.
Shooter goes.
It looks like they're going to have to put another one maybe on top of the yellow.
We could also come off this. Just scary.
That might be good.
Well, we might leave a...
There is a red at the back of the 12 that is out counting that yellow one on the side as well. So
yeah, we might not be...
there. I don't know. Do you think he can get the yellow out right now with the outturn chase?
He can just nose this and we won't be shot.
Yeah, I do.
Right now, like, this is like we peel it up.
What if you just drew one back for, like, on the other side there?
If we can make this.
Like,
Yeah, like where Aaron's standing there on the side.
or just even touching the center line so that slip double is so thin that the yellow would jam, right? Like, if you could just go touching center, half in the 4 at the back. What's Kevin do? What does Kevin do for 3?
Because then he's gonna have it enough. But
Yeah, he probably has to try it and hope that the yellow spins far enough, but
he does have a few rocks to play with, but that yellow one's got to get through that hole too.
you'd have to like
Stick one on the back 4. I don't know.
This side over curl.
yeah, they haven't even looked at anything on the other side of the 4-foot right now.
They don't have. Do they? They don't have a timeout, do they?
No, I think they had 4 minutes or so left though still, so they should have enough time to think it through all the way.
I can cross nose a hair.
You can, yeah. You just gotta make sure your shooter stays in the 4
I
foot.
think, yeah, we need to tap it though.
Just hold on a sec, yeah. Because if we're here, it's just like.
Yeah, he plays into the cross.
Well, he can just he'll go
Yeah.
yellow.
Yeah, so we gotta tap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm concerned
I
that
had to
making
give
the
it a
shot will
Hold it
leave
back.
Kevin the off the red, off double for the win.
it sounds like they're trying to tap the yellow, actually move it back so that they're not dead frozen and create a little bit of space to maybe take that away.
Here we go.
Light.
Payoff
Line's
throw.
good.
Let's see.
Weight's good. Weight's good.
Line's good. You
Just
gotta
tap.
move it.
We gotta go for weight for tapping.
Okay. Whoa,
Curl.
whoa, room.
Freeze.
Okay.
Just frozen.
Curl.
Okay, play for the freeze.
Curl
No,
it.
this is no good. Gotta tap here. Come on.
Yep. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it.
Gotta tap it here.
Right
Come
to
on.
it. Right to it.
I think that's pretty good.
And a wonderful curling shot by Aaron Sluchinski.
I think they kept the right angle.
Oh, Kevin Koe's left with this.
Someone said uh-oh, but I don't know. I don't know.
This is what I was scared of. He made it the best he could.
Yeah, I think he was maybe
decide if
hoping
that's
to
there
tap it
first.
a few inches further to make this harder, but
Wow. And is this going? It's either that or this.
Just unsure if that's gonna.
You don't think you can make this? And that goes through the hole?
I think we only get one that way. I think this one always goes. I think that's there, but and then this might even jam.
Is that there? Let's answer that first.
Yeah. For sure. It's gonna hit the 8 first or the 7?
Outturn bomb.
mm-hmm.
Outturn
Jock
bomb.
says for sure it's there.
I'm worried about the 8. You think the 8 goes, Kev? This is close too, Kev. I just don't know. My fear is it's gonna rub this and then come in.
It has to go dead through the hole to.
Yeah. Don't know. I don't think it does. I think it just touches.
Coming from this way, I think this has a chance coming through here.
I'm
don't
almost
you?
worried about it touching the one back 8.
Well, I know that.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't think it's touching this one. Like this is the one I'm worried.
Where does this go? Where does this 8 go, Brad? You think it touches this?
Depends where you hit it.
That's what I'm worried about.
If it tickles it.
It's hard to say that.
Yeah.
I don't know, Danielle.
I don't know. I got nothing for you there.
Can Kevin Koe bring himself out from the depths
We know the run back's there, right?
and make this
I'm
shot
worried
for
about it
3?
touching every one of these.
Or is Aaron Sluchinski about to go to the Alberta Tankard, Alberta Provincial Final tomorrow?
Do you see anything for just 2 to send us to an extra? Like, is this an all or nothing shot here?
I see an accidental 2 maybe, but not on purpose. They're never. They're always going to throw a shot for 3.
What do you like?
Like
I'm 50-50 on those.
Yeah, it sounds like they're just hoping that no matter what they hit, that enough of their reds
1 minute, boys.
stick around with getting rid of both yellows as well.
You're basically trying to just catch this one, right?
Just crotch it, yeah.
Sounds like they're down to less than a minute now with no timeouts left, so it's decision time.
Okay.
All right, let's make this.
Kevin Koe with the outturn cannon off double
What is it?
to get his team into the finals tomorrow.
Third.
What am I at the time?
Here we go.
What's that? Pick third?
About a third. Lots of time.
Lots of. You got it.
Thick third, yeah.
30 seconds, lots of time in Kevin Koe's books.
He should be bringing out the big weight here.
Girl.
And no, Aaron Sluchinski advances to tomorrow's final. What a game.
Wow.
What a game. And Aaron Sluchinski with a huge victory, a patient approach to the game. What a gritty effort from this Airdrie base squad.
Yeah, wow, what a last 3-4 ends for this team.
Whoa.
Fans on their feet.
A large applause for Aaron Sluchinski's team. Danielle, what a curling game we got to watch. Things really ramped up in the last few ends there.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, we got to see a little bit of everything and an exciting finish, just like we expected.
What a pleasure. It's been good. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks Danielle for putting up with me. And
what about our moment of the game?
Oh,
what do you got for us tonight? Moment of the game, Boston Pizza gift card on the line. What do we like?
Well, I want it to be a positive thing. So we're going to make the moment of the game Aaron Sluchinski's freeze in N10.
Yep.
To save the game when it looked like he might be in trouble. The sweepers a team shot to lock one on. They were pretty close to lock one on there and make things difficult on Kevin Koe. A game-saving shot. Aaron Sluchinski for the Boston Pizza moment of the game.
Amazing. Okay, well, that is all from us. The semifinal, I believe 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. That will be Team Koe playing Team Karsten Sturmay. 10 a.m. You can catch it here, Curling Zone and Curling Alberta's YouTube channels. It has been a pleasure. Thank you, Darren.
Thanks, Danielle. And enjoy tomorrow's games.
Enjoy, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
Need extra space? We rock at storage. Try 4 weeks free at a location near you. Sentinel Storage, proudly Canadian and proud sponsor of the Alberta Scotties Tournament of Hearts.